Alrighty, Chris. So, and all those who would listen, I've hunted in here for E. Dorian track, and it's hard to find one that I like. I looked at about a half a dozen of them. Basically, a lot of them are going from an E minor or an E minor 7 to an A chord or an A7 chord, and I don't like any of them, to be honest with you. But the point being, I want to keep on the D major key because E Dorian comes from the D major scale key, A Mixolydian comes from it, G Lydian, all these different things. But typically, like this one's sort of a so again, I got this on excessive gain. The gain's halfway up, and I usually use it at a quarter, and it sounds nice there, but I don't care. Sounds great on clean. All these guitars sound great on clean. Tone was way down on that. So I'm playing out of the A Mixolydian block area, but I'm playing E Dorian flavor. So that's the whole point of learning all the 7 scale blocks, because again, all 7 modes are in each block. So there's no it's about getting the scale blocks down and being able to weave in and out of all of them. Whether it's Dorian mode, Mixolydian mode, Lydian mode, Phrygian, any mode of that key, you want to be able to flow in and out of them scale blocks. So they're a must to learn, period. All right, so this track here, it's so he's going. It's basically E minor or E minor 7 to A. And some tracks will go E minor 7 or E minor to A7. So it's just if you walk through them scales of D major, it'll all fit that groove. So, you know, but it's about getting that, you know, when it goes to the A chord, you know. So you've got your E, like favoring that note when it's on the A chord. Next time around on the E, you could be playing the B note. And you could go to the E pentatonic wise and land on the A chord, you know, so that kind of thing. So in some grooves you could have a, you know, could either have an A7 one on the A chord, or a regular, or an A, or one of these open A's. I like this. E minor 7. You know, that's my favorite. Or an E minor. So the point being, all the scale blocks of D major are what E Dorian comes from, you know. So, yeah, B minor position. It's huge on that C sharp note on the A chord. That's a harmony of that A. You know, that's just that kind of thing. And depending on what the groove is, you want to, you know, you're going to really, like, it's going to feel and sound cool and feel cool when you're nailing a harmony note or an E note on that A chord. You know, like, so you could just go, you could do this while it's on the E and come back on the E when it's on the A, and it'll sound cool. You know, that kind of thing. That's the thing I would lean towards playing to that groove. That's using that, but you don't want to wear anything out, so you got to mix it all up. Kind of thing, you know. So there's an example. Let's find a Mixolydian track. I don't, you know, that track's okay, but I'd rather play my own. We did this kind of thing before. A Mixolydian backing track. Let's see if we can find one. It's typically going to be an AGD kind of thing, but let's see if we can find one that doesn't suck.
Kick off the holidays at Guitar Center. Tear up the stage with a Pearl drum set, 200.
Now that's Quiz Jam. He's just going back and forth from an A to a G, which is fine. I want to try to find something a little more tasteful. And that's almost more Dorian. That's fine. Mixolydian slow blues. Let's. Oh, no, I don't want slow. Fuck slow. Like no. Ah, jeez, that's all you guys got? This is the problem with it. All right, so let's just do the twist. He's just going A to G. I mean, I haven't dug and searched, but oh shit, that wasn't good. I whacked that good, huh? A fucking tight space here. Yeah, that did certainly knocked it out of tone. But so again. Whacked that right against the wall. Good thing it's just an Epiphone. Mixolydian, you know, and again, it's just a major third instead of the minor third. But then you've got all them other notes in. It's heavy on that major third. But again, for the full Mixolydian, you've also got that, so B natural minor position for A Mixolydian. You can play that A Mixolydian flavor right out of the B natural minor position. B minor. But that's, you know, that's my whole point. I keep saying on the fact about the scale blocks, B natural minor. If I'm thinking playing A Mixolydian like a that's another thing, learning all the substitutes of a simple thing, you know, like that. You know, you got like Panos, you know, it does a lot of that cool stuff, but lightning fast stuff, you know. But so again, a perfect example of a heavy Mixolydian, A Mixolydian. I'm playing in the B B minor position, but I'm thinking, I'm playing to that A groove, that A, G, D groove, or whatever, you know? So I'm using all these blocks in D major. I might play at the C sharp block, you know, of the D major, which is this. But I might play there and you can mix in your pentatonic with it to flavor it up. You know, I'm off on the E Dorian part, playing a Mixolydian flavor. So I'm using that block to play what I want to hear, but all the notes everywhere I'm going is from the D major scale blocks. So I'm favoring Mixolydian right now. So just another little rehash on that, you know. So a Mixolydian, you take an A groove, a Mixolydian groove, and practice doing rhythm things with it yourself. Fuck the tracks. I come up with a way better groove than those tracks. Most of them on there, I clicked on them, I don't like almost hardly any of them. That's a cool groove, you know, simple. So then I look for all the places that is, you know. So that's the whole thing. You gotta have all the scale blocks. If you get them all down, so that you know the shapes of them, you get to the point where you know the shapes of, you know, your first scale block, your second, your third, fourth, fifth, all that. Then you can weave in and out of those playing to Mixolydian flavor, or to your natural minor for this would be B in the D's major blocks. Personally, for me, I used to just loop in a B minor chord. And that's it. And I just clicked that loop so that it was flowing in time, and see, and I'm not going to resolve on the B there. I'm playing. Out of any of the scale blocks of D major, I could play out of the G block. And again, because I can resolve on it and do the very predictable. But it's about adding all those other things to that. What you already can do, don't do. Work on these other things. How cool's that sound, you know? And then again, you can go to your B. know, so that kind of thing. That's